All right, we are with the game host, Boomer Esiason, the Empire Challenge. Boomer, great to be out here tonight. Tell us a little bit about this game and the importance behind it.
Well, you know, this is our 12th year of this game, and first and foremost, it's to celebrate football in our area, New York City football, Long Island football, and really showcase that talent, because we have some great kids here. People just don't know about it. Two is to make sure that these kids have a memory that will last a lifetime, and I think every one of them will tell you after this game this was a great experience. And then three, there is a fundraising aspect to it. We raise money for cystic fibrosis, but we also raise money for the high schools that participate in this game and also local youth football initiatives around our area. So we've given close to $500,000 away in both arenas, which I feel very proud of. And the great thing for me is that it's the community that I live, the game that I love, and we're raising money for things that I think are important.
Talk to me a little bit more about cystic fibrosis and all the things that you have done to be able to raise money and the importance behind this cause that you've put together.
Well, you know, my son Gunnar suffers from the disease. We found that out when I was the quarterback of the New York Jets way back in 1993, and I often tell other cystic fibrosis parents who do just as much as I do, they just don't get the acclaim because they don't have the cameras in front of them or the microphones, that I owe it to them because I know they're fighting just as hard as I am. So we've raised close to $60 million. Last week we gave $7 million to Columbia Presbyterian right up there in New York City to sustain and build an adult cystic fibrosis center, which is really good news because that means our patients are living longer. It's marked by clogged lungs with bacteria that you have to fight those with antibiotics, and our average median age right now is about 36. When Gunnar was diagnosed, it was about 19. So I'm seeing the growth, and I'm seeing the fruitfulness of our raising the money.
All right, now obviously you graduated from East Islip, so maybe a little bit of allegiance toward Long Island.
That's not true. That's not true. You know, are you from the city?
I'm from Long Island.
Oh, you are. See, but I'm just telling you, it's not true. All right. I mean, and everybody that's associated with the New York City team says it's true. You know what I'm saying? It's not that way. I want a good game. I'm impartial. I don't want anybody to get hurt, and I want somebody here to have a memory that will last a lifetime as they become the Timmy O'Brien MVP of this game. So to me, it's important that we have a good game. It's a close game and very competitive.
You certainly had a tremendous career as a quarterback, played for the Jets, the hometown team, but certainly after football, you've done a tremendous job as well. You have your own show. You hosted Imus for a week. You're part of the NFL crew on a Sundays. So
who's got it better than me, really?
Who does?
Nobody. I don't, listen, I'm not telling you I don't. I mean, I do. I mean, I have it great. And out of everything that I do, honestly, this night is the most special because it brings everybody together. It brings kids from Staten Island, from Queens, from West Hampton. It brings everybody together, and we celebrate really what our kids have accomplished in their lives.
All right, I'll quickly get to this because I'd be remiss. I mean, the NFL the combines are just about a month and a half away, so we're going to start talking football. Tell me a little bit about what we expect next year. Is Peyton Manning going to lead his team again to the Super Bowl?
You know, I don't think Indianapolis is going to go back to the Super Bowl. They have a lot of defections on defense. There's a lot of pressure on Peyton to be perfect every time they go out and play. You know, their defense played really well towards the end of the year. The odds-on favorite right now has to be the New England Patriots. You know, if Randy Moss and Dante Stallworth and Kelly Washington, those three new wide receivers, plus Wes Welker, all play at the levels that everybody thinks they can play at, they're going to be unstoppable offensively because they do have the best quarterback in football. San Diego's still going to be a very good team, but they changed the whole coaching staff around. So I think that's going to knock them back a notch. Pittsburgh will be good. Cincinnati will be good. Baltimore will be good. I think Denver's going to be really competitive because of the growth of Jay Cutler. Over in the NFC, Chicago and New Orleans right now, I think those are the two teams that are the best teams in that conference, assuming that there are no catastrophe in terms of injuries to their quarterbacks.
Now, New England might be the odds-on favorite, but Bill Belichick going a little bit of a different route, a little bit of a surprise move to bring in Randy Moss. Obviously, some character issues over the past couple of years. Are you surprised with that move, and do you think that Bill Belichick will be able to get him to play in his system?
You know, I'll tell you what, Randy Moss called Scott Pioli, the director of player personnel, up there and said, listen, I just want to come to New England. Whatever you can do to get me out of here, get me out of here. And I will sign whatever contract you want to give me. And that was like music to his ears. And he said, you know what, we're going to get a highly motivated kid here. So I'm telling you, if a kid is motivated and he wants to go play with the best quarterback in football, he'll be on his best behavior. I don't think he's going to have 100 catches, but I think I could see him have about 15 touchdowns. I definitely can because, they're not a team that throws to one specific guy all the time. They're going to spread it around. and I think he'll have a great year.
Certainly before you became a Jet, you were with Cincinnati. Your team, a lot of problems in terms of off the field. What do you think the NFL has to do to step up and try to get these guys to sort of be characters on and be characters off the field and be class acts?
Well, you know, Roger Goodell, the commissioner, is now really trying to do that by suspending these guys and making sure that they understand that there's going to be significant penalties for them to play depending on what their actions are. And I applaud that, I really do, because I think fans are getting fed up with it. You know, there's this sense of entitlement by some of these young athletes that means that they can be above and beyond the law, which is not the way that we all want it. You know, they have to realize that it is that is their privilege to play in the NFL and to play professional sports in general. It's not their right. So hopefully Roger's tough stance on all of these things is really going to leave a lasting impact.
Boomer, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations. What a job you're doing for Long Island and New York City.
All right, thank you very much. Great.
Thank you. Boomer Esiason here on Sports Webcasting Network.